Hello, and welcome back to Factorio Vanilla 1.0. In our last episode, we finally got Blue Science running. We hooked up the sulfur into the inputs, we hooked up the stuff to make engines, and we also built, what's half of this red circuit array that I doubled after the end of the last episode. The red circuits, of course, are now only being fed into Blue Science, because we need to get that producing well, and I think that's probably the limiting factor right now. Yeah, it looks like it is. So we're probably going to have to increase the red circuits a little bit, but we can do that over time. In the meantime, I want to do some research. Lasers, maybe? Let's see. Or do I want... What do I want first? I think I want robotics first. Oops, except it helps if I learn how to type. Robotics needs lubricant. Okay, so I guess we're doing lubricant first. Let's get that going. The reason we're doing robotics is because I want to not have to build everything by hand. So let's go back up here, because my plan for today, while we're doing some of the first Blue Science researches, is to set up advanced oil processing. And we're going to do that by, first off, finishing these connections here to the refineries so that we can get all three products out by adding the water in. Let's go ahead and keep moving on this, by the way. Electric engines will be next. We need those as well. I'm going to stage all these connections first. And then when we're ready, we'll turn on advanced oil processing. Until we're ready, though, I don't want it on because it's just going to get backed up. So I can just paste all these down so I have something to follow, just like before. Guess I could do them both at the same time and save myself a little bit of movement. Because, man, do I wish I had bots. And I see that that ended, so I'm going to go ahead and... Oops. Finish this and then go and add another research to the queue. Do that one so I don't miss it later. Okay, and then of course we need up here. Do it this way, that way I don't have to do this a little crazily. And then we need to hook water into this line. And we need to hook the other two lines we added to the outputs into their respective lines in the fluid bus. So let's see, let's do this one, and this one, and there's one. Okay, so that's the water input. Then we have these two pipes right here that are the light and heavy oil, and we need this one as well. The crude we don't necessarily need to keep going, but this one will be lubricant, I think. Yeah, lubricant. I think I will hook up. Where did I have the brake at here? I forget. Oh, the iron, right? Duh. I think I will hook this up now and let the sulfur, because the sulfur is backed up. It doesn't use that much for science, so we can go ahead and get started with that component. But I want to get some sulfuric acid made. And now we can see, by the way, that both fluids... Oh, we have power issues. You can see that both fluids are indeed pumping. I guess I need to set up another power array like this one. I may try and... Ooh, no, the problem is actually coal. We're going to need to bring a belt of coal over either from here or here. Probably here. And I probably should round this out too and get rid of some of that. So maybe we'll go over and do that toward the end of the episode. Let's see how this works out. Okay, so this isn't hooked up yet. Oh, I need to finish hooking it up, I guess. I think this one is that, and this can just go there. We don't really need this up here, I don't think. Ooh, maybe we do. Let's move these over. And then this one can go here. Like that. Okay, so now we have those connected and ready to go. I'll need to put tanks in here someplace. I'll have to figure out exactly where I want to do. Maybe I could even do them appear at the head end or somewhere in line. It doesn't horribly matter where. But I want to put out the stuff for lubricant and cracking to round out the whole advanced oil processing setup before we start using it. Because if we're going to continue to do blue science, we need to continue to make plastic and sulfur. And we can only continue to make plastic and sulfur if we keep it on basic science right now. Let's see. So that was robotics. And then we need to have construction robotics. We'll do logistics as well, but I'm less concerned about that one. Wherever that one is. Right there. I'm less concerned about that one because I'm not going to use it just yet. We'll use it soon, but not just yet. These aren't actually right. The first, let me think. Or let me look, actually. On the Factorio cheat sheet, there are ratios for oil. 20 refineries, which we don't have yet. We only have 10. Just refreshed and messed up my page. 20 refineries produces enough supplies for 5 heavy oil cracking, which means we can probably get by with 2 lubricant. I'm going to set up the lubricant recipe here. And then, let's take this out. And then 5 cracking, so the cracking will go, these all have to be one apart because they take 2 inputs. So we'll do that like that. That's 3. I'm actually going to stop at 3 right now because we only have 10 of these, so we probably don't even need 3 of them. Actually, I know we don't need 3 of them. But, oh, this is not good. I lined this up just wrong. Alright, let's see. How do I want to do this? Let's do this instead. What if I put the heavy oil here? I'll need to do that, but no, because then the water is there. I want the water to be there. Okay, I know what I'll do. I know what I will do. If this is heavy oil, which I think it is, yeah, it is, then I want to put this here. Bring it over here to there. Bring it down like this, and then we'll connect it across to these other ones. Eventually. Except that here in between these two, I actually need to have a pump. Lubricant gets connected directly to the input pipe of heavy oil. At least in my, in the way that I build oil processing, it does. There are a few different styles of building this, but in the way that I build it, this is the way that I do it. So we need a pump here. This will work out great. Construction robotics finished. Let's do the worker robot speed that we can do here, and we'll also do the cargo size, and that kind of just gets some of the initial bot stuff out of the way. That one goes there. This pump, and then these are going to go like this, and then there, and then there, and this will look just like the other staggered arrays like this. I'm going to go ahead and put a pipe on the end of that. Oh, you're good. Okay, good. There, 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 and there. So all the inputs are hooked up here to the... Oh, you can't sneak through there. We don't have to squeak through. All the inputs are hooked up correctly to their correct pipes. We have heavy oil going into the lubricant. What we need to do now, though, is we need to measure the lubricant pipe, which we need to bring out here yet. Let's do that. Well, I guess I don't need one there. Do there and then to there. This is the pipe for lubricant. We probably don't need this then. That can go there. These can go here. So we need a tank here. This can go... Can I do it like that maybe? We'll do it like that. We need a red wire for that to the power pole, and then over to this power pole, and then into this pump. And this is going to read the value of lubricant. And I only want this pump to work when lubricant is greater than 20,000. A tank holds 25,000. That gives me a nice lubricant buffer of 20,000 in this tank before this pump will allow the heavy oil to pass along. And so then after heavy oil, probably want to move this to maybe to here. We have light oil, as is obvious here. I do it like this, maybe. Actually, I can do the same type of layout here and save myself a few pipes. Okay, so the light oil then is, or the heavy oil then is cracked down to light oil once we have enough lubricant, and that light oil goes back out here into the system to there. And I guess I don't need that pipe there anymore, so we can just do like this, and then these can come out. Oh, I wish I had squeaked through. And then we need to crack light oil. So I only did 3 because I only have 10. And so for here I need 17 for 20, so I'm going to do 9 for 10. That's, you know, rough math there, but it's a little more than half, but I'd rather it be a little more than a little less. And so then you can crack light oil down into petroleum gas. And light oil, that's wait a minute, that's different. Oh yeah. Let's see. Do I want the water? The light oil is here. And I do want this, by the way, to come all the way back to the bus so that I can control this via pump as well. But at this point in time, I'm actually not going to be pumping it. Let's go here with the light oil pipe. There. And there. Yeah, that works. And then the water can come in here. And a pipe goes there. Okay, so this goes there, there, and then I need power lines, power poles, power somethings. That goes there. And we're going to have a pump here as well. But this pump actually won't have any... Actually, you know what? Forget it. I will put a restriction on it right now. Because that way I don't forget later. So let's put the red wire again. Need more red wire. Oh, I see. My research is done too. Let's do the worker robot speed 2. Okay, good. And then power pole to pump. And this needs to measure light oil in the system, which means we need a tank for the light oil. Right here's a good one, actually. Because that's the end of the light oil pipe. So maybe a good tank for heavy oil would be right here. And that one you don't need to wire up. But I do anyway, just so that I have them all wired up. Because you might as well have all your fluids wired up and ready to go. And I think at this point now, it's actually safe. Man, I got a spaghetti of wires here. It's actually safe to convert these recipes over. So I'm going to do that just now. Because we have tanks, and we have some of the cracking set up. I didn't put pipes in. Oopsie. Well, I guess I need to do that quickly. Take some, whatever it was, 5 seconds anyway to produce. Why are they not? Why are they so slow? Oh, power. My power is gone. Uh-oh. We need to go deal with power now. It's an emergency. Once I put all these pipes down. Okay. It is now an emergency. We have no coal going into power. Alright. Alright. So I guess I need to bring a belt back from the coal mine over here. Let's go get some belts before we do that. I know my car's broken. It's fine. Oh, look at that. That's horrid. Good thing I'm not relying on electricity for any sort of defense at this point. Right, I'm going to have to pick up... Let me dump some of my stuff here into the car. I'm going to have to pick up some coal to take with me. I shouldn't have done that all, just in case. Oops. Okay. Let's do... Actually, I'm going to steal this entire belt for now. Just to save myself the headache of laying down miners just yet. And let's force this to the right. And then we need to go that way, and I can go probably straight across-ish. Straighten out the car a little bit. It's still not right, but it's close enough. I can probably replace that radar, but actually it's a pretty straight line. That line's actually garbage, so I'm just going to take it over. And I want to actually swap this input here to be input. Oh, the output doesn't matter. To be input from the right, and then I need to go feed these in to get things going a little bit. Okay. Okay, here comes some coal. I want to pull... Oh, I have this belt. Oh, this belt's garbage too. Okay. This needs to go completely, actually. Oops, I picked up some. I guess I didn't need as many belts as I thought I did. So here. There. At least until I get a bag full warning. I can go, there it is. And I can go fill this up, fill those power plants up as well. Those burner boilers up as well. Again. That's how you clear trees in this game. Ooh, that's nice. Full stacks for everybody. And then some. Alright. That'll help a little bit. How's the power look now? Power? Yeah, we still have low power, so I'm gonna need to build some more power. So we need to go get some iron plates. I think I cleared all these out. Yeah, they still have coal in them, but I cleared them out of the iron that was in them. So let's go get some more iron. We have this stockpile of iron in boxes over here, just fit for this purpose. I used 2 of them for the last purpose, so we can use these 2 for this purpose. We dump out some more of this stuff so that I can pick up one of these. And then we need to have... I have stone furnaces over here someplace. So much for waiting until the end of the episode to fix power. And there's a power pole. Speaking of fixing power. Doop, doop, go. That's the one that I almost destroyed. Okay, we need 120. We need 20 of those, so that's more than enough. I have a lot of furnaces that I probably will never use. I'm going to stop the research for right now, for obvious reasons. Or at least I hope they're obvious reasons. No wait, I probably need to come back here and get more iron, more of this iron. Let's stop here. Stop there. Let's see. 1 offshore pump. 1, 2, 3, 4 times 5 is 20 of those. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it this way. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is times 5 is 40 of those. And then we need 1, 2, 3, 4 times 5 is 20 of those. And finally, a little bit of pipe. And now I can drive over here and put down another power plant. And I will need to deal with this coal still, but we need more power first. So if you do the math on the power and on what a yellow belt carries, one of these consumes, let's go in here, one of these consumes 1.8 megawatts of coal, of burnable fuel, in this case coal. So if you take 1.8 megawatts, which is 1.8 megajoules per second, and you look at the value of coal, which we can't actually see without, give me one of these, 4 megajoules. That travels, there's 15 of those per second, so 15 times 4 is 60 megajoules per second, or 60 megawatts. That's how much power a yellow belt of coal contains. And as we mentioned just a moment ago, where are you at? These consume 1.8 megawatts, or 1.8 megajoules per second. So if you take 60 and divide it by 1.8, you get the number 33.33 repeating. That's how many boilers you can run off of one yellow belt of coal. We have 20 here already. If we add 20 more, that'll be 40, which is greater than 33.333. So there's two things you can do about this. Well, there's more, maybe more than two. One is you can put in a red belt, but burner inserters have a hard time picking up off of a red belt, so that's not a good idea. Two is you can put in a second belt, 2 yellow belts, side by side. One for each line, and then you end up with 2 yellow belts of coal coming in that can actually feed 67, almost 67 boilers. We'll call it 66 just because it can't feed the 67th one if power is running at full capacity, by the way. All these numbers are assuming that fact. So 67, 66, so you have a little bit more coal coming in here than you need, which is okay. Oh, we are still splitting that off. Okay. That's fine. I will just do it like this then. And I will do this like this then. Okay. So that's an option. Another option is to switch to solid fuel. Solid fuel is here, and it's made from the oil components in varying amounts. I don't have this set up yet, so I'm obviously don't want to do that just yet. But the reason you can switch to solid fuel is... Train's out of fuel. Dang it. Is each piece of solid fuel contains 12 megajoules of energy, whereas the coal was only 4. So that makes a yellow belt worth not just 60 megawatts, but 180 megawatts, which means that one yellow belt of solid fuel can fuel 180 divided by 18 is 100 of these, so 5 steam arrays. Now we're not going to have 5 steam arrays because I plan on doing some solar, and I plan on doing some... I'm going to stop that flashing, it bothers me. And I plan on doing some nuclear, just to kind of feature the whole game. So what I want to do instead of that is I just want to put a second belt in here. We will facilitate that with the setup of the miners, of additional miners. But for now, we need to get this going as best we can. And as best we can is to share what we have for now and then set it up later. Okay. So everything's still getting made because it takes a long time to make this stuff. And for now, what I'm going to do is just split this line right there. And oh, I don't have those made yet. Okay. But I'm not going to run the line yet. But I'll just split the line we have because I plan on balancing those 2 lines at that point anyway, because of the way that the inserters pick up off of the belt. Oopsie. And then that doesn't need to be there anymore. These go here. and everything just finished, which is perfect timing. Oops. This is why I want robots. Because the Wally can't place stuff as fast as the robots can. And, well, as fast, maybe at this point with the research levels we have, but as accurately as the bots can. And that's the one I messed up. We'll go there and there. Okay, you guys. And then we need to have an offshore pump here with a pipe going to it. Pipe. We probably need more pipes than that. That'll be good. And these get placed, and then I'll place the belt last. Oh, I guess I should have placed the belt while I was running down, but that's okay. There you go. So we're only providing enough right now for 33 of those 40, but like I said, we can bring in a second belt. Or we might be getting enough out of this yet that we can just bring this as the second belt for now. And feed enough for 40, because we only need, well, whatever, we only need a belt and a half for 40 megawatts, if my math is correct, which it might not be. If a belt is 60 megawatt, no, my math isn't correct. Ignore that math. Okay, now let's go back over here. I could set this up. I know it's tiny, but I can't bring myself to waste it. What I want to do, though, is try and get as many miners on it as possible. That'll have two effects. It'll clear it as fast as possible, and it'll also fill as much of a belt as possible while it's still running. Can I get those out there? No. Could I have put these out here? Possibly. Yes. These aren't going to last long. But the whole patch isn't going to last long, so it's kind of a who cares thing. Although maybe I should bring these way up here. Yeah, let's do that. And then let's put these right up next. Yes. Do this differently. I'm going to do a little bit of different layout here. And this is just for optimization. Alright, that should do. So I need two belts here. That one and this one. And then I need power poles. One here, one about there, one there. Oh, those are actually reaching. I didn't think they would. One here, one there, and one there. Haha. Sneaky, sneaky. Okay. This goes here. This goes here. This gets merged in, and that gets merged in with priority. And that lets us carve as much of this out as possible. And then we need to go lay out some miners up in this field so that we can make sure that other belt is full. Because this isn't a full belt anyway, I don't think. Oh, it almost is. Okay. Let's see. This goes here. Yep. There, there, there. There you go. And you. And now you. Do one right there. That one could have probably had another one here as well. Can I do that? Yeah, why not? Okay, that one's done though. And then here. And then finally the belt. Okay, and then these are going to come together just so that they can be kind of balanced together. Go get the car before we leave it up here. And this is 24 and 24 is not quite Or actually, it might be now. Let's do some math after I'm done with this part. Okay. And that'll be actually perfect. I think for now. Oops. So we have, let's go to the bonuses. Bonuses. Nope, that's achievements. Bonuses, there it is. Mining bonus. Mining bonus. Why can't I never, here they are. You have 10% mining bonus, which means that now each miner counts as 1.1. So instead of needing 30 miners like we needed before per belt, now we only need just over 27. So the 48 we just put, no, 50 we just put down, or we have down here. I think there's 50. Now there's 49. The 49 we have, divided by 27.27, repeating, is about 1.8 belts worth of coal, which should be more than enough for right now. So that's good. And then if you add these in, that's even better. So, and that's another 15. So in fact, those 15 put us well over even the 60 for 2 yellow belts worth of coal. So that should make life a lot happier. Let's go back up to our refining and try and get that finished up real quick, because we were in the middle of trying to do light oil cracking when the power heck broke loose. I'm going to park the car there, and we'll do this. Okay, so this we want to have when light oil is also greater than 20,000. Just so we can have just a little bit of a storage, or just a bit of a buffer in a tank for later. And then I want to copy this without the pump. And I'll have to change that as well. And put this down. And I expected bots to do something there, and they didn't. Because we don't have any bots. Okay, and then this comes back. I'm going to duplicate this out some more, but this comes back. Ugh. Okay, well, I guess that's all I have. Shoot. Did I store any in there? No. Dang it. I'll have to go get some more pipes. You know what? While those are getting made, let's drive down there and get some pipes. I use them all in combination with making the steam engines. And, of course, I used too many of them to begin with. Down here you go. Half of those. And 4 stacks of those. That should get us finished. There's the car. Oh, sulfuric acid's full. That's good. I didn't know how long that was going to take. Bring this one over. To there. And then there. Actually, I wonder if I could have done this better. Yeah, I could have probably gone right there and saved myself a pair of undergrounds. Okay, so now we have a start here. And I want to copy this a few more times. Maybe? 9. Haha. And then power poles. And I know I need to put down some lights too, but I will do those last. And these 9 should consume enough light oil to keep that from getting backed up as well. Oops. And we'll need more out here eventually, so that'll be fine. You can also just do a straight line of these pipes here because they're output pipes. But I like to be able to walk through them if I need to, especially when I don't squeak through. So let's see. Light oil is coming down. That means we're cracking it down. Lubricant is full. Heavy oil is basically empty. Actually, we can see them all right here. We're still making lubricant, though. We don't have quite yet a full tank. It'll fill up, and then those will shut off completely. For now, they are actually running without... Oh, there. It just now passed 20K. So if you watch, you saw the heavy oil cracking kick on for the first time. Which means now that we're making a little bit more light oil in the process. And by the way, we ran out of fuel in the other train, so we're going to have to go out and rescue it. Wherever it is. Oh, it's here at this other station. I'll go out and rescue that after this episode. Before we end, I'll go out and put the lights out. And then we should have... should be all ready to go. That's the last of the advanced oil processing steps that I wanted to accomplish today. In a later episode, we'll set up solid fuel because that also serves as a dump for both light oil and petroleum gas as they fill up. That way you can keep them both full if one fills up before the other kind of thing. But you make sure that you always want to make sure you set that to wait longer than you set whatever the cracking is. So, but we'll look at that in a later episode and get that set up probably down here. And then we will have our oil section basically complete. We'll need to, of course, add more plastic as time goes on, possibly add more sulfur as well as time goes on. But this will be a good place to stop this episode, and we will resume the next one with working toward bots by starting with batteries. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.